Kristen here from Live Free Florals. We're a small backyard cut flower farm located in central New Hampshire, Zone 5B. It is April here on the farm, so we're getting closer and closer to our last frost. Today, I think it's about 39 degrees. We had a little bit of snow this morning, and that seems to have slowed down. So we're gonna get outside and plant some Lisianthus, and I figured I would show you around the farm a little bit today. So we are located on our home land. You can see our sign here and my peonies. Got our flower stand here where we open on the weekends during the season and people can come get some self-serve flowers. And then we can kind of walk to the back field here and see what's going on in our flower fields. We are currently growing on about 1/10 of an acre, a little less if I'm honest. And it's pretty amazing what you can get from 1/10 of an acre in flowers. So I will show you what we have going on. We have a lot of spring cleanup and bed prep to do. We're kind of just getting everything going here. Our last frost is around May 15th, sometimes a little earlier now as things get a little warmer, but yeah, we just like to get everything prepped for then. But I've got a lot of early spring crops that can start going in. So I'll show you that in a little bit. Let's see what we have going on in the field. So this is our flower field. We currently have 8.5 4-foot wide and 50-foot long beds. Started everything by hand pretty much. I did use a tractor to get all the extra dirt and compost in here when we first started. This is our 4th season, so we've really been working the soil to get it nice and healthy. We do have a little veggie situation over here. It is a mess, so just know it doesn't always have to look perfect, and in the spring especially it takes time to get things looking nice. Here we have some yarrow and delphinium that I planted a week and a half ago maybe. It's faring very well in the chilly nights, but hopefully that'll get a little bigger soon. The next row I have some anemone that I left in the ground and it is still alive. So I'm gonna give that a chance. It needs a little bit of a cleanup here, but we'll see if that grows any this year. I really don't have a ton planted in a lot of these middle rows yet. They need basically the weed fabric taken up, the soil underneath worked, a little compost added, and then put the irrigation lines in and the weed fabric back down. I have tried without weed fabric, and not everything grows in weed fabric, but right now, having 2 littles and working and things, you just need a little extra help with weed management. So some things get weed fabric, some things get cultivated weekly is the plan this year. So we'll see how that goes. So I have a little tunnel that I popped over some tulips. This whole row here, I've got 3,000 tulips planted here for the spring. Feels like the tulips have been about 3 weeks behind this season. Popped a little hoop on about 1/3 of them that are starting to come up in hopes that they will come a little quicker and think it's a little warmer and hopefully come in times for Mother's Day. We can just take a little peek under here and see how they're looking. And yeah. They're coming for sure. So they should be here in a few weeks. I think today is April 7th and Mother's Day is May 11th. When I plant my tulips, I like to plant them in order of whether they're supposed to be early or late varieties, just so I kind of have them move down the line. I always start with my early singles and then my early doubles and then move on to late singles and late doubles, and I throw the fringed ones in there and the parrots in there kind of in the mix. But so these are some early singles, early doubles down a little bit that way. But yeah, that's how the tulips are looking right now. here's another view of the flower field. And we get thousands and thousands of stems out of this field every season and growing. Here you can see a bed that I prepped for Lisianthus this year. I just kind of aerated the soil using a potato fork and added a little bit of compost, put down irrigation, and put in some netting. I reuse the Hortonova netting as much as I possibly can, trying to decrease the amount of plastic, but it seems to work the best for these types of crops. I have grown Lisianthus in the field successfully. I think we're going to plant around 1,200 plants this season. My florists love it, my customers love it. It's really a beautiful flower to grow on your farm. I have grown it without netting before, and that was a bad choice. It really does fall over any wind or weather, so you really do need to net it. You can plant it pretty close, you can squeak a lot in. So this whole area is just going to be for the first succession of Lisianthus that I'm going to plant now. And then we should be getting our next few trays in the next week or so, and we'll pop those in when we get them. Let's do it. So I've got my first tray here. This variety is ABC Deep Rose, so beautiful plants. They're probably really ready to get out of their trays. I like to use my netting because the squares are about 6 inches, so I just fit 2 every square. I did not think of that idea. I think that idea came from Dave Dowling. Heard him say it on many podcasts, so that's kind of where I've gotten my knowledge from on this. So I just take out I've got a little grass here, so I'll weed as I go, but I'll just make some little holes. I've got a little dowel that I'm gonna go with, and I'll label, and we'll rock and roll here. So I had a few issues with audio recording here. I was listening to the baby monitor, and so it was playing the baby monitor sound but not recording me. But I'm pretty sure all I was saying here was that I had to stop planting the Lisianthus the other day a little early because the baby woke up from a nap. And here I'm just saying good morning. We're gonna finish planting the Lisianthus today. From the future here. I'm just finishing editing this video to get it out to you guys. I don't know if you could tell, but we have preschool playing number 500 something of the season, so it's taken a little bit to get this video going, but I hope you enjoyed a little tour of our backyard flower farm and getting to come with me as I planted out our Lisianthus crop for the season. Right now we're starting to swim in tulips, and Mother's Day weekend's coming up, so the next video you'll see from me is a little vlog of the week leading up to Mother's Day. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and like this video. There will be more flower farming content coming to you soon. Bye!